up, everybody out there, and welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year to you, okay? Today is January the 1st, 2024. We had light gunfire last night, in the North County area. I'm going to tell you, I think that the gunfire started a little bit before 12 o'clock. By 12:30, it was all over with. I thank God, because I remember a few years ago, the gunfire lasted till like 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? So as I was saying, North County is not as bad as what people try to portray it is, okay? Gunfire ended. Haven't heard about anybody getting killed around this way or nothing. I looked around my whole property, no bullet holes or nothing like that. And most of the gunfire was like at a distance. It wasn't right up on us. So, hey, you know what? I'm just thanking God that I'm alive this morning and able to talk about it. And I hope you are out there as well. You know, it's another year. I did not make it to 500 subscribers. I mean, I got close. I'm at 478, but that's okay. I am not going to stop. I'm going to keep on going, okay? I'm going to keep going from 500, trying to get to 1,000 and beyond. But I will keep going and keep doing what it is that I got to do, y'all. So today, due to the fact that it is New Year's Day, well, not just because it's New Year's Day, I got some stuff I got to do to tell you, right, okay? There's a couple of scratch marks on here that has to be done. Now, the last time I did this, I did an update up on the Adams graphene stuff that I put on here. The Adams graphene ceramic spray coating, okay? This is what I did on this, and I did this well over a year ago, and I told you it's still holding up, okay? So what I'm going to do today is, well, first of all, let's take a look around the vehicle, and I'm going to show you how dirty it is. So as we take a glimpse around the Telluride, what you see, you can see it is dirty. You can see all those dirt, rainwater spots and stuff all over it. Wheels are dirty, windows are dirty, whatnot. Let's take a look around here from the front. Okay. Now, it is a cold morning out there today, okay? Temperature right now is like maybe about 35 degrees, and they say the wind chill is lower than that, all right? So I'm not doing an outside wash on it today, okay? Now, I told you guys in previous videos that this vehicle is it's mostly garaged, okay? It's not driven that much. It's a 2021. It's only got 19,000 miles on it, okay? You can see how dirty this is, okay? Especially, let's look around the back area back here. Back here, you can really see where it's dirty, okay? So the wash that we're going to be doing on it today. All right, so today we're going to be using my favorite, the P&S, the Absolute Rinseless Wash. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay, now, after we do the rinseless wash, I'm also going to be doing a synthetic clay bar on it. And so I got the Mother's synthetic clay. I don't know if you can call this a clay bar or not, but kind of like a clay puck or something like that. You take a look at the other sides of that thing. I've used this before. I've used it, and it works. It works it works good. It's not as thorough as using the real auto clay itself, and I'm careful with that because I got some real clay bars over there. But with this, because this vehicle, it's not like I say, it's not in real bad shape. Okay, there's a scratch on here, which I'm going to show you around on the other side, which is right over in here. You see it scratch right down in there? Okay, that was put in it the other day from my understanding. All right, but I'm going to get that out. All right, I'm going to get that out. But the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm using a rinseless wash. After I finish doing a rinseless wash on it, I'm going to in areas, and I'll rub it to see if it needs to be deconned or not with iron remover. How you can tell if it needs iron remover or not, run your hand across it like that. If it's a gritty feel to it, then yeah, it needs to be deconned. That's iron that's embedded, little ferrous metals embedded into the paint. But as you can see this, and I'm rubbing my hand hard on this, on the hood. You don't hear a shh, 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 shh. Okay, so it's still pretty smooth. If it's in good shape, I'm not going to do it, and this one does it. Now I will be, like I said, I will be polishing, getting this scratch out. So in order for me to get this scratch out, I will have to use some polishing compound. Okay, after I finish doing that, I'll like I say, after I do it first, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash it. And after I wash it, I'm going to use this just to just to give some little extra, and I'll use some stuff to put some lubrication on it, just to get any loose stuff up off of it. Okay, All right. And the reason why I'm going to do that, because after I do that, I'll use some of the mother's CMX surface prep, which is right here. Okay. This stuff removes wax and oils, polishes, polishing residue, and fillers. Okay. And it promotes the bond for a ceramic protection. The reason why I'm going to do that, like I said, it's been well over a year since this car has had some ceramic spray coating on it. I'm going to put an actual ceramic coating over it. Okay. Now this is some stuff that I got. I got it off of Amazon. It's not very expensive. I think this stuff was like 20 something dollars a bottle, and it claims to give you 5-year protection. I don't believe that. But I saw somebody else do a video up on it, and they did a comparison between that and the crystal serum light. And the thing about it is the crystal serum light outlasted, but it still worked. It didn't work as good as the crystal serum light, don't get me wrong. But remember this, okay, guys? I am not a monetized channel. Everything that I get here, everything that I've got has come out of my pocket, okay? You know, YouTube is not paying me any, they're not paying me anything. You know, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because this is a labor of love for me. This is what I love to do. I love to work on vehicles. And I told y'all what I love. I love paint. I love the exterior. I don't like the insides as much. Okay. Doesn't say I hate the insides. I don't hate the insides. But, you know, as you can see, this one on the inside is not in bad shape. Okay, but due to the fact that it's my car, I'm only doing the outside for right now. The inside, I'll just vacuum it out and wipe it out. But we want to do this to demonstrate to you how I put on a ceramic coating, how I clean and prep for it. There's no power washes. I'm going to wash this vehicle from the top down to the bottom. Tires and wheels will be last, and the reason why I'm not in here spraying any hoses, I am using the absolute rinseless wash on it to get it clean. So with my Menards bucket, I'm on the inside. As you can see the steam come up. Maybe you can see the steam come up. Yep, there it goes. Using hot water. There we go. I was more likely about 2 ounces that I put in there just now. Maybe 3 ounces, okay? But I got a grit guard on the bottom, so I want this stuff to run in there real good. Now, I may get some frowns behind this one, okay? But I don't have that expensive $25 sponge, you know, that's got the slits in that thing. You know, the big red and blue ones that they use that have the big splits and the squares that go up and down. I've got this sponge that I use. It's an auto sponge, but it's got a little perforated sides on it right here. Where it's kind of like a waffle cone sides, basically for scrubbing and stuff. This is what I'm going to use on it, okay? Now I've got the Absolute in there. And the Absolute smells so good. And on a cold day like today, it really feels good sticking your hands down in warm water to do this. Now, but before I do this, I'm going to do the top of the vehicle first. I'm going to spray in this bottle right here. I've got a mixture of some Absolute, a little bit of Absolute, mostly water, okay? And this is to emulsify, to break down the dirt. Now, you guys know I always do a little something extra. I put a little bit of something because I like mixing stuff. That's what I do because that's how I find out what works for me, okay? What I mixed a little bit of with this and not a lot of it is the 303, the touchless sealant, okay? And I've used this after I've washed the vehicle while it's wet, sprayed it on it. And once you sprayed it, on vehicles that didn't have a piece of protection on it, none whatsoever. Spray some of this stuff on there while it was wet and then hosed it off right behind it. And you should have saw, well, you've seen in one of my videos, you know, how this stuff just bubbles up like crazy. You know, that it's got a lot of hydrophobics in it. It's really good. So touchless sealant is exactly what it is. So we're going to start with it, like I said, with the top of the vehicle, and then we're going to work our way down. As I was saying, from the top and on my way down, and I want to have that a little bit more wider than what that is. Make sure this is shaking up real good. And basically what this is going to do, this emulsifies, loosens up the dirt. So it makes it a whole lot easier for it to come off.
nasty, it's out of my line. Don't be an nasty if I step out of line. Don't be nasty, it's out of my line. Don't be a nasty, don't give me.
Y'all notice that you haven't seen me sit down once yet, and that's the reason why, one reason why I haven't sat down is because my sciatica is feeling pretty good this morning, but it's starting to wear on me a little bit. I can feel it. But I keep moving until I have to sit down. And then when I have to sit down, I sit down. Now this one I got to share with y'all and be honest with you. I want you to see that sponge is wet. This sponge glides so smooth across this top, which basically tells me that, if there's any iron contaminants that's up in it, it's very little. It's very little, and it could be very little to none because, like I said, this vehicle is not driven much. It's parked in the garage most of the times. Okay, but look at how I want you to see how smooth this this sponge runs across, and that tells me, like I said, that tells me that the vehicle is not in bad shape. But I'm still going to put a ceramic coating on it because I want to see how the ceramic coating works. All right, now that we got the entire vehicle done, everything except the wheels, okay? And I told you I was going to say the wheels for last. So what am I using on the wheels? I'm using the same Absolute 303 bead mixture to clean this with, just to break down some of this dirt, okay? Get it over the tires, and I also hit on the inside right here of the wheel well, okay? They said it doesn't take a lot because this vehicle's not that dirty, okay? I'm going to use this brush here, my tire brush, to clean the tires with, okay? Now, to clean the rest of the wheel, I'm not using that inside scrub brush. I'm just going to use this wash mitt. This is a very cool wash mitt. It really is. It's got a little Velcro piece there, to tighten up with. And it's got two sides to it. And I showed you this in one of my videos. I got this thing from Walmart. I think it was like $10 from Walmart. And this is what I use when I'm doing the rinseless washes. I use these. So I want to take this, stick that down in the bucket because I want that to get nice and wet. Okay? So while that's getting wet, first of all, I just want to just hit these tires. Don't have to have the water soaking wet because, like I said, it's not in real bad shape. Not at all. Okay? I take the same brush here and I go around on the inside to hit the wheel well. Down in there. Okay? Because it's not bad down there, so if I was spraying it off and whatnot, I'll be spraying it off. So, I take it this is maybe a right hand for one side, maybe a left hand for the other side. With this, I wet this, you can squeeze it out some, you see that? And you just take your fingers, which makes it a whole lot easier. Okay? And for those of you who don't have access to a water hose and, you're in an apartment complex or, a condo or something like that, Absolute is the way to go. Now, if the vehicle is full of salt and everything, I've told you that. I've said that before. Okay? I would resort to taking it to a self-service car wash and spraying it off. Never to a automatic one running through, unless it's a touchless. And then if it's even a touchless, it's not going to clean it that well. You right all nicely cleaned up, as you can see. All right. And the thing about it, remember I was telling you, I've been rubbing my hand on this. This paint is smooth. Now, what I don't like about this paint, and I said it in another video, it's soft paint. I don't like soft paint. Soft paint is the hardest paint to deal with. It really is, because it, like, every time you wipe something, you'll see another smudge there. And you just gotta wipe it, and you gotta wipe it carefully. Okay. It's not like a harder paint. All right. But this is it all done. As you can see, the wheels have been all cleaned up and the tires have been cleaned. Now I just dried them off with a rag. I was gonna blow dry them, but blow dry them for what reason? There was no reason to blow dry them. Okay, take a look at the top of it up here. Okay, all around. Now the windows haven't been cleaned. I mean, just been wiped down. I'll clean the windows with afterwards. But the first thing I want to do is I want to attack the scratches that are on here. Now, looking around this vehicle, okay, there aren't that many scratches. I mean, there's not going to be a vehicle out here that's going to be totally scratchless. So, if you think that, then, somebody done told you wrong. Okay. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. I'm trying to get some good lighting. I'm looking for my light and I can't find my light. It's in here somewhere. So looking around the front end up here, and what I did was I knocked off one of those lights. You want a good way to find scratches and stuff on your car? Turn some of the direct lights that are directly off of it, put you one spotlight on it, and you'll see it. Now, what you see right here, those are not scratches. Those are wiping from the rag, okay? That right there, my friend, that's a scratch, okay? And I'm gonna show you what it is, what I mean by that, okay? So as I was saying, in the culprit area, if you look right in there, you'll see where those water spots, and those are not scratches, those are water spots. Down here, that's the scratch, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Okay, spray a little bit of that on it right there. Take my rag. See, I should have had this stuff all folded up, ready to go. Okay, instead I wait for the last minute. As I wipe that off there, go to the dry side of the towel. And you don't see them anymore. Okay, so those were not scratches. Okay, now if you look very carefully up in there, which I can hardly see them from right here. Okay, at least I can't see any of them. Okay, there's a scratch right there, and it went on down there. That's like something or somebody rubbed up against that and went down and hit the trim as well. So that's the first thing I'm going to be working on, is to get that out of here. I'll pull that off. All right. Now, if you all can see that, and that's what we just got, that area right there. Scratches are gone. Now, there is a little bit of haze there, and there's always going to be some haze. That's what waxes, compounds, buffers and waxes. That's what it does. It leaves a haze on it. Okay. So now what I've also done was this, guys. Now what I did was I looked around the entire vehicle, and I be honest with you, I didn't see any significant scratches. Anything that's going to require that I have to. I compounded one side over there off that you saw. Okay, I got that out. But other little small scratches, because there's always going to be a little small scratch here or there, but nothing significant where it'll come through and make the vehicle look bad after doing ceramic coating. But what I am going to do is, before I put the ceramic coating, I'm going to use this surface prep. Okay, this mother's surface prep. And the thing about it is, you know, some people, and especially a lot of detail in the detailing world, they say, "Oh yeah, you got to do this to it. You got to buff it out, before you put a ceramic coating." I mean, maybe they do that stuff, and there's some vehicles I have. That's, I've done it when it's called for it. If it hasn't called for it, I don't do it. I'm not going to do it if it's not called for. Okay. And I would tell a customer that, because of a customer, and I've had a customer get a ceramic coating from me before. I've had a couple of them do it. But the thing about it is that there's needed compounding, polishing, buffing out. It had to be 3 stages of me doing it. I had to do it like that. But with this one, and then due to the fact that the vehicle is mine. Okay. So there'll be a lot of people in the detail world, or auto detailing world, that frown on this, frown on the fact that that I didn't polish the whole vehicle out, didn't do a full decontamination on it or whatnot. It didn't need it. It really didn't need it. Okay, I know when a vehicle is contaminated or not. I can feel it and tell when a vehicle is contaminated or not. You can feel it. You can feel it with your hands, or you can put rubber gloves and you can feel it. If you feel a scrapey sound in it where it's not real smooth, then yeah, it's contaminated. All right, but this vehicle is well kept up. It's well kept up, and except keep it in the garage. So I'm going to be using this graphene coating right here, and I'm going to do this side here first, this one panel on this side, and I'm using this microfiber, uh, what do you call this thing? It's like a sponge cloth or something like that. I think that's what it's called. This goes on like that. There we go. Okay. Not a lot. Okay, but enough. I'm gonna do a section at a time. This section I'm gonna start right here at this little crease part. I'm gonna come back and forth, down, back and forth, just like this. I'm gonna stop right here at that beveled edge, and I'm gonna come back across here so as to not miss any spots. And I can see where I stopped at, which is right here. Now what I can do, so I can work my way on down, get a little squeeze there. Once you soak this thing, you got enough to do a lot of panels, all right? I'm gonna come straight down here like that. Go around there, area there. Then I'm gonna come back up this way. And since I got enough on it, I can hit this entire back part of this hood right here. Okay? And come up and down and just like that. Okay? This is to ensure that I don't get any high spots. Okay? Okay. Right in that area right there. Make that nice and even across. And on this one, it said once it starts to rainbow, you know, and I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Let's bring this camera a little bit closer down here. Of course, you can see where I got it at. Okay. These are my favorite. I love these. You know, some people like the edgeless ones. I don't mind these. I like the ones with the edge like this. Okay. This is my first time using this product right here. Okay. And I never tried it before. Like I said, it was only 20 something bucks for the bottle of it. And it's uh it's called Maker's graphene ceramic coating. Comes in a 70 millimeter bottle. You can see all that right there. All that's starting to flash on me. Okay. Give it that little bit of rainbow-like effect. Now, see if we can start wiping this off. Okay. Let's see how this comes out. Yeah. Now I got to take my gloves off because this thing just, I get a better grip on it with my bare hands. Now, it's one thing I forgot to do, y'all. This is a brand new rag. Don't forget, be an idiot. Tear the tags off of them, okay? You got tags on them. The tags itself can scratch up your vehicle. Put this over. Like I said, I got big hands. I tell you what, that is real smooth. It's very smooth. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, I can definitely see a difference. Okay. Now, the reason why I got my glove off, I got it on my other hand, but I don't have it on this one. I don't need it. I got the strongest hands in the world, guys. I mean, if I had all kinds of stuff get on my hands and nothing has hurt my hands, nothing has hurt them. So, now the instructions for this say that it's safe on all parts of the vehicles, including glass and plastic and whatnot. So, therefore, I don't feel a need to tape up the trim. Okay, and but I don't want to put it on the trim because I got something else I want to put on the trim other than that. Now, this video is not about this, but I was looking at YouTube the other day and I saw a guy was talking about some stuff that he had picked up in Walmart, and it was this Crystal Products Untouchable Wet Tire. This stuff's only like $5 a can, and he put it on, and it left a real nice shine. But he said it took like all night to the next day, 24 hours for it to dry. So but afterwards, he said after it dried, he said it lasts, and it was done pretty good. So me, I am a sucker for new products. I really am. I like trying stuff, especially stuff that that doesn't cost much. There are a lot of people that can't afford tire shines that cost $25 and $30 a bottle. And they got to get what they can afford. And when you really think of it, every time you wash your car anyway, you end up recoating it with some kind of tire shine you put on it. So I mean, if the stuff is not that expensive, I mean, what the hell? So we're gonna try this and see what this does. Okay. Got a strong odor to it, that's for sure. The only thing I don't like about spray, aerosol spray, tire shines I don't like, because what they do is they go everywhere. The overspray just goes everywhere, and I just don't like that. I mean, it's got a nice shine to it and everything, and like I said, this vehicle's gonna be sitting. It's not going anywhere because, like I said, I just got to doing a ceramic coating on it. So, doing a ceramic coating on it, you need to let it sit for at least 24 hours before you put it out there on the road, and definitely don't let it get rained on, for about, I'd say about a week. Stuff may dry, but it takes time to cure. That's what some people don't understand. It's got to cure. Everything's got to cure. right, everybody, and just like that, the Telluride has been ceramic coated. And I mean, look at the wheels of the tires. Man, that looks good. I don't think this vehicle looked this good when we first bought it. Seriously. Look at how black, how the ceramic coating just brought, it put like this extra oomph upon the black paint. I want you guys to see that. I mean, just take a look at it. I'm in awe by it. I really am. You know, I see a couple of spots where I missed as far as wiping. The stuff fully dry, but that like I said, I can easily take a rag and go with it because I always constantly wipe a vehicle when I'm done with it. But I want you guys to look at that. Just take a look at the surroundings of it. Man, I mean, hey, for a cheap $25 bottle of ceramic coating, I say not bad, everybody. Not bad, not bad at all. Okay, those are my dogs barking. All right, so you all let me know in the comments. What do you think of the ceramic coating I put on it? Okay, the stuff that I'm using. But like I say, the thing about it is, it brings out a brilliance in this black that I have not seen. Okay, it really has. It brought out a brilliance. And you got to remember something. I washed this with the Rinseless wash. There was no power washing or anything on it. And look at how good it looks. I love it. I really do. I love it. Like I said, I hate it being soft paint, but that's soft. And this is called an ebony. I believe that's the name of the color is an ebony. So you can see that's where that scratch was right there. That's all gone. Okay, on the hood, right there. Trying to get to the top of the vehicle. All the windows have been ceramic coated. The lights have been ceramic coated. That's it. All right. So listen, everybody, if you like what you saw, please hit the like buttons. Also hit those subscribe buttons. I'm trying to get those numbers up there. To hit the bell notification button. So every time that I make a video, you'll be notified. It will go to your phone or to your computer or wherever you have pick up your YouTube at, okay? I got some stuff on Instagram going, but I'm constantly steady figuring this Instagram thing out. I'm old school, okay? I'm not as computer tech savvy, so I need some savvy, so I need a little bit of help with it. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate y'all. I hope this year, 2024, brings you everything that you want in it, that your heart desires, okay? The good things that your heart desires. I'm really hoping. I'm hoping for the best for you and your family. More than anything, I just wish all of y'all have good health. All of us to have good health in this coming year. And we thank God that he sent us through one, and now we just started on another. It's January 1st. Hey, brand new day, brand new mercy. Y'all have a wonderful day. This is Tommy D. Deac Auto Detailing. I'm taking out the TB, the 59. It's just going to be called Deac Auto Detailing this year. All right? So y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Craig, what's up, buddy? Haven't talked to you in a long time. My boy, Chad Wick, I believe that's his name. He's in Alaska. I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything is well with you guys and your family and all that stuff. So God bless y'all. And for those of y'all that are watching, hey, share this video, with your friends. Just share it, please. I appreciate it. We're looking to do some more things, in 2024. So with all that being said, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.